Hi, I'm Wendy, here today at ECS Coffee in Burlington to go over the lineup of Delonghi La Specialista espresso machines. Starting here, we have the regular one that's been out for a couple of years. Then we're going up to the Prestigio and then the Maestro. And I'm just going to go over a few similarities and differences and why you might decide to buy one over the other. The great thing about all of them is that they have a built-in tamping station. So once you've ground your coffee, you can press this down and tamp. So it takes one of the variables out of the equation for you out of the gate, where you don't have to make sure that your tamp is nice and even, and the espresso will flow more smoothly. This one here has semi-automatic foam stations, so up is going to give you flat, and down for foam is just going to introduce more steam into the milk. So you would just hold your cup of milk here. When you're going up a level to the Prestigio, what you're getting is a professional frothing one. So you would hold your milk in the cup on an angle and create a vortex so it's spinning around, so you can get lovely thick microfoam if you choose to add that to your drink and not just have a shot of espresso, you know, for a cappuccino, latte, or flat white. And then when you're moving on to the Maestro, you're getting a lot more indicators, a lot more programmability, and also the option with the milk to either do it yourself to be your at-home barista, or you can dial in and have it do all the work for you on that end of things. All right, so I'm going to just show you a couple of drinks, just so you can see the tamping station in action. So if I put my portafilter in correctly to here, just hit it over, it'll start to grind, and then it will come down and tamp nice and evenly for me. And then when I turn around and try and brew my shot, so I'm going to tamp it and then put it up. See, it's nice and even tamp there. And then when I put it over to brew my shot, there isn't any mess around the cleats to put your portafilter onto the machine. So here now, we are going to choose, this one is set up on the dial. You can program it into the My Coffee button like you've always been able to, but your selections here are espresso, Americano, and coffee. I have it on the espresso because I'm going to do a milk foam base drink, and then I hit OK. And then all three of them have an indicator of where your pressure in the system is. So there's 15 and 19 bars of pressure. It'll go up to the pre-infusion, and then up to perfect espresso zone, and then you're done. So this machine here has 15 bars of pressure. These two machines have 19 bars of pressure. This machine here is an upgrade from the regular La Specialista. What they have done is giving you a couple more selections on the grinder. This one here has 6, this one has 8, this one has 8. So in giving you more grind selections, what they've done is taken away the dual wall basket. So the less grind settings you have on your machine, the more help you may need to get the perfect pressure for your espresso shot. So by adding extra grind sizes, then you don't need the dual wall filter anymore. You can just go right to the single wall filter. So nice crema on that shot. So with the thermoblock systems here, then they just heat up really fast. Within a few seconds, you have your machine ready to go. So no point in having to turn it on or programming it to come on in the morning. It's a few seconds and we're ready to go. So the steam is already coming out. So as long as you have it inserted and you're keeping your milk moving at a great angle, creating that vortex, for me, there's not going to be much in terms of latte art. I would love to be able to do that. Maybe one day I'll get enough practice. So what I do, the option is to get a thermometer to test your milk. But you'll get used to holding your hand at the bottom, and then when it feels too hot, I switch to my other hand, and then I count to about 5 seconds, and then it's usually perfect for me to drink. If you want it cooler or hotter, then you just hold it shorter or longer. All right, and then if I was at home with a nice cloth, I would just wipe that down and then run some more steam through it to clear out the wand, and then you'd be great for the next time. And that's more of a what? So, I bet you that tastes delicious. Let me have a sip of that. I made a bit of a mess, as usual. But anyways, on to the next one. So, again, you're getting a couple of extra grind settings. It's going to have, in the Maestro, then it's going to have just a single wall basket, no need for the dual wall, built-in tamping station. So as soon as you click it to the right, it's going to start grinding like all of them do. What is great about this one is now with the more programmability, they're showing you more also. So it said it was grinding and that it was doing dose level 16. So if you increase it or decrease it, you know exactly where you're at. With the others, you're guessing, you're just turning it up or down. There's no indicator in terms of dose level. So now it's telling me tamp. So I give it a tamp, and then I move it over. So I'm going into here. Then I had it set on Americano, so we'll just brew in, you know what? Let's go to a flat white. Press OK. And now it's telling me that I'm brewing. The light will flash and tell you at each stage what you're actually doing this machine, so it takes the guesswork out of it. So I would like high level of foam. So I'm going to push that in. Then it's going to build up the steam. Should only take a few seconds, and then the steam will come out. So it's just like before here, we had to wait the few seconds and there was water coming out. It's the same thing that's going to happen on this side, except for it's doing it for you. These drinks are also all programmable in the My Coffee button, so you can dial them all in. So if you said to yourself, oh geez, that's not enough foam here for me for my flat white, you can obviously hit that button again right now or program more volume of milk to come out in the My Coffee button, which I haven't dialed into any mugs. This is the first time I've done the flat white on this machine, but it seems to have done a fantastic job in the foam. So lovely thick white foam, just not enough. Let me have a sip of this one. It's really good also, yeah. So it's absolutely going to depend on what your needs are and whether or not you want the programmability of the Maestro, being able to see at each level what doses you're doing, what foam level you're doing, whether or not you're tamping, the programmability, the fact that it can do the milk for you if you choose not to, and then you go down the line from there. All in all, we've had great experience with these machines. I much prefer the upgrade that they came up with the single wall baskets and the extra couple of grind settings. That's always been, in my opinion, the downfall of the Specialista when it came out is the lack of ability to get into the finer grind settings. So again, let's go over the differences in the La Specialista lineup. So the original one has dual wall baskets and has 6 grind settings. So when you move up a level to the Prestigio, you get 3 temperature settings for your coffee-based part of your drink. You get 2 more grind settings, and you get now single wall baskets and a lovely barista quality wand, so you can create lovely thick microfoam if you choose to. It's a little bit of a skill, as you saw before, that I'm lacking. So once you move up to the Maestro, again, you get the lovely upgraded grinder, single wall baskets. You get the heat settings like you would over here, but you also get indicators of everything you're doing. Now I'm grinding, now you need to tamp, now I'm brewing, plus the programmability is here also in terms of dialing it in and seeing it lit up. More drinks do light up on this side versus this one because it wants you to be able to dial in with your milk system that's automatic instead of just a manual professional steam one. So you have the best of both worlds when it comes to this machine here. Thanks for visiting us today here at ECS Coffee. Take care. Hit us up with a like down below. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.